Hey guys, welcome to the third continuing education class. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys about toxin-free living and going over a handful of doTERRA's products that I love and that I've actually swapped out over time into our house. So my first introduction to essential oils actually was way long ago. It was actually when my 13-year-old was just a baby, and I just felt this really important need to start making all of my own cleaning products. And so I'm going to share with you some of my favorite cleaning products that I actually started making way back when. And you guys can then use them for your own house cleaning and start to swap out some of your toxic chemical laden cleaning products that maybe you still are hanging on to. So I do love this topic because it was like what introduced me to essential oils. So I was using this random brand, I couldn't even tell you the name of it, from a grocery store, and I love the smell. I love smells. I love aromas. And the one thing that I was missing when I was creating all of my own cleaning products was just that fresh smell. So I thought, oh, I'll just buy some, essential oils from the store and I'll use those to scent my cleaning products. And I knew nothing about essential oils, but I knew that they did smell good, and I was like, we'll just use that. So that was actually my first introduction to using essential oils ever for anything. I had no idea that there were, that doTERRA was around and they actually had therapeutic qualities to them and all of that. So it's kind of funny thinking back to when I was, so long ago, when I was like, I'm just going to use them to scent my cleaning products. So, I think that it's so important that, and I'm just going to read this to you guys at the bottom of this slide. While some companies make products that are safe to eat, other companies choose to use human-known carcinogens and developmental toxins. We call those neurotoxins, like coal, tar, lead. When risky chemicals are used in cosmetics, the stakes are really high. I mean, obviously, right? These are not just trace contaminants that are found in a part per million or part per billion levels found like maybe in food or water. These are actually the base of the ingredients that you're using. So like, let's just use makeup as an example. When you're using just a store-bought over-the-counter foundation, more than likely it is containing hundreds of really toxic chemicals that are neurotoxin, they're cancer causing. Makeup itself is just super toxic. And one of the big issues is that, my saying little by little, little becomes a lot. When you're using a little bit of that foundation every single day for how many years? That toxic load actually builds up in your body, and your body is like constantly trying to support, like to get the toxins away. And so it, our fat actually goes in and it like covers the toxin and it traps it in there so it doesn't make us sick. But what's happening is over time, we live in such a toxic world. It's so much cheaper to make cleaning products and just even beauty products, hair care, skin care, with synthetic ingredients that are really toxic to our body because it's way cheaper, right? And then you throw in a whole bunch of amazing smelling fragrance in it, and people are like, yeah, I feel nice and clean. But what you're doing is you're actually just layering more toxins into your body constantly. And so our bodies are in this, major battle to detox constantly. And I talk a lot about detox because it's one of the most important functions in our world right now, in our bodies. And those filters in our body need to not be clogged with tons of toxins all the time. They need to be actually, able to filter out the things that, the foods that we're eating, and even the heavier toxins, the more scary toxins. And so I have some notes in here too. sorry, actually I want to go back to, so the chemicals that are found in percent levels in personal care products nearly all easily penetrate the skin, and some we ingest directly into our lips and our hand. So at the end of that, it's just talking about how, you know, like our lipstick and your lip gloss. And so if you're a mother and you have a daughter, I really recommend that you source clean companies that have potentially clean makeup. I love Beauty Counter. They're an awesome company, and they really take pride in making sure that they have clean products. And so I actually buy my daughter clean Beauty Counter makeup because she loves to play with it. So anyways, I'm just always thinking, you know, for myself and my family, how can I be eliminating the toxic load and the toxins that we're exposed to? So I'm going to go through a whole bunch of things, slides in here that we can. Let's see if it's going to let me. Okay, so some ideas for you guys to start swapping out your skin, your personal care, your skincare. I love this. So yes, dōTERRA is an essential oil company, as you all know, but they've also created a whole bunch of products that are clean and non-toxic and don't contain all of the toxic ingredients that so many products have. And that is such an important thing to our company. The sourcing is important. Where we're getting all of the ingredients is important, just like we take great pride in the sourcing, the harvesting of everything that goes into our essential oils. The same thing is going into our supplements, the same thing is going into all of the products that they're creating. And they're constantly just looking, you know, at how to find better products, better packaging, and really eliminating that toxic load in general. So if you're looking for so if you're looking for a toothpaste, I've talked a little bit about our On Guard toothpaste in a couple of our continuing ed classes, but I love our On Guard toothpaste. It's wonderful for oral health. People ask me all the time, like, how come your teeth are so white? And I use On Guard toothpaste. So it works really well to get stains off. You can literally dump your crust into the trash and start using On Guard toothpaste. Your oral health will thank you later. I love this toothpaste. My kids love this toothpaste. It's a wonderful swap. And the conventional toothpaste has just so much crap in it. So much crap in it. So swap those out. That'll be a really wonderful just toxic load elimination right there. And again, we use toothpaste multiple times a day. So if you're swallowing those toxins and those heavy metals constantly, like it adds up, you guys. So we have dōTERRA's natural deodorant. We have a whole bunch of different essential oil smells. So we have the Balance, we have the Citrus Bliss, and then there's a handful of other ones. So you guys, we do have awesome deodorant that actually works really well. If you're sensitive to baking soda, we have one without baking soda. So just go onto the website and you can see the different ones that we're offering and swap out that deodorant. Aluminum is one of the main key ingredients in conventional deodorant. And so this is really important. You're putting, you know, toxic heavy metals and fragrances into your lymph nodes. And I've heard so many stories, so many studies just about how toxic deodorant is actually probably one of the reasons so many women are developing breast cancer. And so we want to make sure that we're eliminating those toxic deodorants out of our daily regimen and using something that is a little bit more natural. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like I have to wash my armpits out a little bit more, and my husband has to wash his out a little bit more, but who cares? I would rather have to wash my armpits out more than develop some type of like sketchy illness because of the toxins that make me smell good, right? So it's just not worth it. We have our Salon Essential shampoo and conditioner. I actually was a no pooer for a long time, meaning I just used baking soda and I would wash my hair. I would rinse it with a little bit of vinegar. And then I would usually, I did a couple drops of, different essential oils into my hair just to make it smell good. And I did that that was like when Preston, my oldest, was really little. And we literally were throwing away every single cleaning product that was toxic, every single lotion, shampoo, conditioner, all the things, my makeup. I literally dumped a massive trash bag full of stuff and just was getting rid of it because I started educating myself on ewg.org as to what was in my house. And even though a lot of my products said that they were natural and clean, they were not. And so it was really eye-opening to me. So if you're wanting to look up the products that you are using, what you can do is, on the back of every product, it'll tell you the ingredient list. And what you can do is you can go to ewg.org and look up the different ingredients and what they are. And it'll give you a rating from 1 to, I think, 10 as to how toxic they are. And so that was like, I'm like, oh, my natural shampoo is a 9. The majority of the ingredients in my natural shampoo were actually cancer causing and neurotoxins. So I was like, whoa, okay, we got to eliminate that. So that was kind of where I started making my own shampoo and using that. But I noticed over time my hair was starting to feel kind of crunchy. And so I just started to use doTERRA's, and I would kind of swap in and out. And I would, to be absolutely honest, I got lazy and I just started using doTERRA's, and I love it. And my hair has been super healthy and it grows really well. And I have a couple customers who swear that, as they were aging, their hair is getting thinner, but since they've been using doTERRA's shampoo and conditioner, it's been so much thicker and so much healthier. So I love the shampoo and conditioner. So go ahead, you guys, and just dump your toxic shampoo and conditioner and try doTERRA's and see how it works for you. And also look up No Poo. And you could also, if you're wanting to give your scalp kind of a reset, you can do that as well. And, use the shampoo and conditioner once a week rather than every day, kind of work with your scalp in that way. So just some fun ways that you can be a little bit more natural and also allow your hair to feel healthier and thicker. Our Virage skincare set, this is what I wash my face with every single morning, every single night. I love it. I use the face wash at night when after I have makeup on, and it really helps just to get all of that the day off of my face. And then I love just the toner spray. It's really refreshing. You can just spray your face and it just gives it that glowy look. And then also there's the lotion, and then there's a serum. I love the serum. I swear by the serum. I put it on morning and night, and it just gives my face like that glowy look, and I love it. Such a wonderful skincare line. So I can't say enough. We have a whole bunch of other skincare products that you can choose. If you need something that's a little bit more hydrating, you can go that route. And if you want something that's a little more anti-aging, you can go that route. But I would say the Virage is like the number one in my book. So, okay. So some other products that you guys might consider swapping out is all of your hand soaps and your dish soaps, your laundry soaps. Those also have lots of just toxic ingredients. I would say these hand washes, cleaning concentrate, detergents and whatnot, they have so much fragrance in them. And actually fragrance and aromas are one of the most toxic things to our whole neurosystem. And so we are constantly smelling these toxic chemicals. It's really interesting to me because I'll have some people come to my classes and they'll say, I can't deal with smells. So I really don't like essential oils because I can't deal with smells. And usually that's because they have like a major toxic overload in their senses because they've been smelling so much toxic chemicals for so many years. And a lot of those people, I'll ask them, like, do you burn lots of candles? Because if you're burning lots of candles, you're actually breathing carcinogenics. You're breathing that fire, that smoke constantly. And what else is in candles? Fragrance. So you're smelling the fragrance or the Glade plugins or the air fresheners or whatnot. So there's so much, there are so many fragrances that are just absolutely destructive to our whole body and our whole system. So I don't know about you guys, but if you ever go into, like, say you're at, I don't know, a restaurant, I'll just use Chipotle as an example. We were up at some friend's house. We went to Chipotle and I had to go pee. I went pee, I washed my hands and TMI. But for like 4 hours after that, the smell of the soap in there, the antibacterial soap, like the aroma of the soap stayed on my hand for hours. Like I just kept smelling it. And it was so gross. So you guys, if it's staying on our skin, then it's staying inside of our body. And if we're washing our hands, especially right now, because everyone's like obsessed with washing their hands a ton, if you're using antibacterial soap, what's actually happening, you're getting the chemicals from the antibacterial soap. And just like you heard in my Essential Oils Made Easy class, if you came to it, when we're constantly sterilizing our body, like even if we're taking antibiotics for different bacteria infections or whatnot, we're sterilizing the good bacteria in our body, and our hands have a natural bacteria field on it that protect us. And they kill and destroy things that we come in contact with. And so when we're washing our hands with antibacterial soap, we are depleting that natural shield, that natural bacteria shield or field, if you will, that we have in our body. And so what I love about our essential oils is they work so cohesively with our body and our cells and cellular support. So when we use On Guard on our hands rather than the antibacterial soap, we're killing the bad bacteria. Absolutely. We're washing the bad bacteria off of our hands, right? But we're not destroying the good bacteria that we need. When you use antibacterial soap, you're sterilizing your entire body. That's what's happening. And so over time, you guys, we are these we're going to become these little bubble people. And like, we can't be exposed to anything because then we'll get super sick, right? Or we're building these crazy super bugs that our body does not know how to fight off anymore because we haven't been exposed to those bacteria. So I am a firm believer to not use antibiotic soap in any way. Use dōTERRA's soap when you're washing your hands. And if you're wanting, just a little, even using like any of our citrus oils, they kill bacteria and viruses. So putting a drop of oil on your hand, rubbing it together, doing your 20 seconds of hand washing or whatnot. And there you go. That's all you got to do. So that's what I recommend. That's what we do in our house. I don't let my kids touch the antibacterial soap. We have our On Guard cleaning concentrate, which is fantastic for just making your own cleaners. I'm going to show you guys in just a minute a couple recipes that I use. I use the concentrate and the hand soap, depending on what I have. I use those for washing all of our veggies, all of our fruits. I'll just soak everything in a big bowl. If it's a citrus or if it's a piece of fruit, I'll soak it in a couple pumps of the On Guard hand soap, or I'll do a couple drops of the concentrate and just let it sit in there, kind of like move it around and then rinse it off. And that's how I clean my vegetables. I like to take a big bowl of water for all of my greens and just kind of douse them in there and get all the dirt off and whatnot. And of course, purchasing organic produce, if you have access to it, is the best way to eliminate some of those toxins that you might be getting from your food. So the chemicals and the different pesticides that they spray on our plants, you want to make sure that you're getting those off. Another great resource to look at is the Dirty Dozen. That'll tell you the top 12 produce, different, vegetables, different different fruits that are better to purchase and kind of a must purchase organic versus conventional. There's a lot of like citrus fruits, you don't really have to buy organic. And a lot of times the organic is way more expensive. So if you're on a tight budget, look up Dirty Dozen and it'll tell you what, spinach is like the top of the dirtiest. The leaves are so porous that they absorb so much chemical in them. And so it's really hard to get the chemicals off. Even if you're washing them, they're just very toxic. And we know as a functional nutritional therapy practitioner, like one of the biggest things is we're putting so many toxins in our body. So trying to eliminate some of these things, but obviously it's not super cheap. So do your homework on this and your body will thank you for sure. So burning candles is another thing that you can swap out. Rather than burning candles that have those synthetic fragrances and chemicals and the carcinogenics that are being burned into the air, use a diffuser. Not only are you boosting your immune system, you're having that aromatic response with your brain, and your brain is smelling those natural compounds in the oils, and it's being uplifted or it's being calmed depending on the oil that you have in it. So diffusers are so amazing, and they make a room smell absolutely wonderful. One of my favorite blends that I have in my diffuser right now, I have this little new guy. I love it. I forget what he's called though. Anyways, this is my diffuser. I have 5 drops of Siberian fir. I have probably about 10 drops of citrus bliss. And then I have about 5 drops of grapefruit in there. It smells heavenly. Oh, my favorite. So, okay, and then laundry soap is another one. Laundry soap is obviously laden with fragrance, and that just, I can't say it enough, just so toxic. How many of you cannot stand when you're like outside running on a trail and all you can smell is someone's laundry soap or their like the softeners? Like, it's so gnarly. So swap out your laundry detergent for something that has, you know, either 0 fragrance and is super clean, and look that up on ewg.org, or use doTERRA's On Guard laundry detergent. I love it. I kind of go back and forth between the On Guard stuff, and then I use some other stuff that's just like fragrance free completely. And so it works really well. Okay, so moving on to some of my fun little recipes that I wanted to share with you guys today. It's really important, and I forgot to bring my glass bottle down here, but that you put these cleaning recipes into a glass spray bottle. So you can order off of Amazon just a glass spray bottle. You could even probably Pinterest like a DIY one using like a glass water bottle or whatnot, like a mineral bottle, or I don't know, something. So you could DIY making your own glass water bottle. The reason why is citrus oils, they eat petrochemicals. And so if you're putting any type of citrus oil and most other oils, they're going to be eating the plastic. So you do not want to be eating the plastic. You don't want to be spraying the nasty plastic particles or anything. So grab a glass bottle. And so as a window cleaner, I just started using the Norwex cloths, just the cloths. I don't use any other cleaning products, but just their cloths, and they work super well. So you can use some type of a cloth that isn't like a microfiber cloth or paper towels or whatnot. But for windows, I'm like super picky, because I feel like if you use like a paper towel that has like, it's not a good quality, it gets all like bally and makes messes. So use a good quality cloth for your windows. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna take 1 cup of white vinegar and 1 cup of water, and then you're gonna put that into a spray bottle, right? You're gonna dump it into the bottle, and then you're gonna add 10 drops of lemon, or maybe your favorite citrus oil. Wild orange is good, grapefruit is great, lime, if you're a lime lover. And then all you have to do, you guys, is just shake it up real good. And you don't wanna do more than 10 drops. And I would say, I forget the milligram of bottle that you would want, maybe like a 12-ounce bottle. And because the milligram, I don't remember what it is, but anyways, grab that glass bottle, and then 10 drops is enough of your oil. You don't want to overdo it on the oil, because then you might see kind of some smearing happening. So play with that a little bit. So 10 drops of lemon, shake it up, and then start cleaning your windows off. I do this in my car too, and all of our windows. It works wonders. Okay, so, and you can split this up. I have it split up into days, day 1, day 2, day 3. But if you're wanting, take pictures of these as I'm going through, so you have them for, just, you can save them and look back at them. Okay, so air filters. If it's been more than 3 months since you change your air filters, it's time to switch them out. So we here where we live, we actually have a service that comes in and cleans all of our air filters out for us, and they're swapping the filtration system out constantly, which is wonderful, especially in the spring when there's lots of pollen in the air. And we live in a cold climate, so we have our heater on often, especially in the mornings and in the evenings. And so it's really important to change this out. But what I love to do is actually sprinkle Purify just actually into our whole system. So we have our big air intake. Actually, it's right out of my room and it's on the floor, and I'll drop a few drops of Purify into there, like pretty frequently. And then when I pull the filters out, you can actually have them, and you can have your cleaning guys do this, put the new filters in and actually drop the Purify into the new filter. So when your heating system kicks on, it makes your house smell amazing. Okay, so day 3 is to make your furniture polish, and you can combine 15 drops of Arbor Vitae, one of my favorite oils, 1 cup of olive oil. Olive oil seems to be the best oil. Try coconut oil, doesn't really work the same. And olive oil, I feel like I like it the best. You could try an avocado oil. It's not quite as thick, so I don't know. I recommend using olive oil, but you can mess with it if you don't have olive oil. 1 cup of white distilled vinegar, and then you're gonna put that into a 12-ounce spray bottle, shake it all up really well, and then you can use that to just polish and shine your wood surfaces, and it's gonna keep your wood looking nice. And I love the smell of Arbor Vitae. It smells so wonderful. Okay, day 4 is a counter spray. So you can fill a water bottle up with what you're gonna just, your normal spray bottle, your 12-ounce spray bottle. And I'm sorry I don't have it. And you're gonna add On Guard. I would add about 10 drops of On Guard into that water bottle. And you can just shake it up before you use it each time, because sometimes oil and water don't mix. So you gotta spray it, you gotta shake it up often, and just use that. You can also, just a little lazy hack, is I actually sometimes will just use my oil. I'll just drop a few drops on our counter, and I'll just take a big wet rag and just wipe it all down. And so that works super well. An interesting note about how much On Guard to use for a surface area. So 1 drop of On Guard goes a really long way, you guys. So you only need, on a larger surface, a handful of drops. They did a test where they took a bacteria field, right? I don't remember how big it was, but they took a bacteria field and they tested the types of bacteria that were on it, on that surface. They did 1 drop of On Guard on 1 part of it, and on the other part, they did like 25 drops. And when they went back to look after wiping the counter up, the side that had only 1 drop used killed all the bacteria. Just, of course, the other side, of course, all the bacteria was gone as well and killed as well, but you don't need to use that much oil. So that 1 drop of oil will go a long way and will kill a lot of the yucky bugs that you're trying to get rid of. Okay, day 5, dishwasher. You can add lemon to your dishwasher and set it to the rinse cycle, and just, it'll refresh if it's starting to smell yucky. I sometimes use Purify, and I'll do like 10 drops of Purify in the bottom of it and kind of shake it all around and get it all in there. And then you have to be careful because it can blow your your dishwasher up, but I'll do just like a teaspoon of the cleaning concentrate and run it through that way as well. But of course it gets super steady. So literally you only need like a half a teaspoon. If you have a really efficient dishwasher, then you only need half of a teaspoon of the cleaning concentrate and let it do a whole cycle through it. Okay, day 6. I love this, stainless steel cleaner. So fill a spray bottle with white vinegar and add 6 drops of lemon and spray and wipe the following with the grain of the stainless steel. That is the trick, because if you're doing in a circular motion, you'll see the circular motions on your stainless steel. For some of you, might be a little like picky about that, like I am. So you can see the natural grain of the stainless steel on that surface, and then you can wipe it off that way. And that is awesome. Okay, so day 7, toilet bowl cleaner. This works so well. So what I actually do is I have a glass jar that I put in my bathroom, in my toilet, right next to my toilet. And it has like a little scooper, and I created all of these ingredients. So I got like a big bag of baking soda, and then I just mixed it all together with the 10 drops. And of course, because I was using, so you have to just do the math. If you're using, you know, 2 cups of baking soda, then you're gonna have to add obviously more Melaleuca to that. I like to do Melaleuca, and sometimes I'll add wild orange. It just smells really good and fresh in there. And then half a cup of white vinegar directly into the toilet. So the vinegar you can also store just in a cute, I like it to look cute. So if you have like a cool little bottle, a glass bottle, you can put it into a glass bottle and then just pour the vinegar into the toilet once you have put the baking soda in, and it gets all sudsy and whatnot. And you'll see it react. So it looks like it's cleaning it up, and then you're just gonna scrub the toilet out and flush it, and done and done. Super easy. Another little hack, if it's kind of smelly, just grab your Melaleuca and put a couple drops in the toilet, flush the toilet, and it's just gonna freshen the smell in that room. And it's also gonna kill any yuckies. So day 8 is the tub and tile spray. So you're gonna combine 1 cup of white vinegar with 4 teaspoons of Castile soap. You can also use the On Guard soap, 10 drops of eucalyptus, 10 drops of Melaleuca in a spray bottle, and you're gonna shake it up really, really well. And then you're gonna spray it all over your tile in your bathroom or on your counters and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. And the reason why is because a lot of us get like mold buildup, or even just like bacteria buildup, or if it's getting kind of smelly. With any of these recipes, you guys can just let them sit on there, and that's really gonna make sure it kills anything, because it's actually getting into all the little nooks and crannies that we have in tile because of the grout and whatnot. So yeah, let it sit and then rinse it off. So I'll sometimes, before I'm getting into my shower, I'll spray my bathroom, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then when I get into the shower, I'll just spray it all off. So those are some of my favorite. I think this is my last one. Oh, I have a couple more. Can't remember how many recipes I put in here. Okay, so day 10, stain remover. Whoops, where did we just go? Sorry. Okay, so you're going to apply 1 to 2 drops of lemon to the stain and let it stand and wipe with a damp cloth. Now, another little hack I have for kids who have, my boys play baseball, and when their baseball pants get super gross, what we'll do is they'll get lots of stains, dirt stains, grass stains, and the material that they have for their uniforms is always like so crappy, so it's hard to get stains out. But what I realized is you can use the cleaning concentrate, and you can drizzle the cleaning concentrate onto that, and then you could use hydrogen peroxide, just spray it onto there, and then a drop of lemon, and kind of mush it all together like in those spots and let it sit for like 10 minutes. And then put it into the washer with all whites, and it works wonders. So you're welcome. Okay, day 10, a linen spray. This is wonderful. So you can combine 2 cups of distilled water, and if you have 2 teaspoons of rubbing alcohol or even vodka, you can then add 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of eucalyptus into a spray bottle, shake it up, and you can just spray it over your bed or your kid's bed. I love the lemon and the eucalyptus together because it's like a really calming, but it's also like this beautiful, the eucalyptus is just so refreshing. Okay, so those are all of my little tips and tricks that I use at our house to clean our you know, all the areas. I vacuum a lot and I use a lot of those recipes even just for our floors, to clean our floors. Just literally, you know, the sprays for the counter. I'll do a couple drops of On Guard and just wipe my floor down with a rag too. So that's what we use, you guys. It's super inexpensive too. So talk about saving money on products that I'm not having to buy anymore. I probably save hundreds of dollars on cleaning products, just making my own and using my oils. So it's awesome. And this week, so I'd love to show you guys just sample ways to put together an LRP box. If you're wanting to, you know, detox your home of your products and your cleaning products, this is a fantastic LRP sample wellness box that you could put together. And it does hit the 125 PV. So if you are not familiar with our loyalty reward program, if you spend 125 PV, points value, between the 1st and the 15th of every month, then you get the free oil of the month. And it's always like something super special. This month, it's a super special one. So make sure you get that done. You have what? Today and tomorrow. So if you haven't set up your LRP, set up your LRP. And if you're not sure how to do it, get with the person who enrolled you and have them help you set that up. So loyalty reward program is fantastic because you get points off of every single order that basically add up in like dōTERRA money into your account. You also get your shipping back into your loyalty reward cart. And so month after month, it all builds up, and then all of a sudden you have like 200 PV free and whatever you want to buy. And so I love to buy my cleaning products with some of my points and some of the more expensive oils with my points, like frankincense or Melissa, and that's what I will use my points for. So I'll save them up for something special. But it's also just like a great way to get the most for your money. So set up your LRP, even if you're only spending like 20, even if it's like $5 a month at dōTERRA, make sure you have it set up so you get your shipping back free into your cart, and you're getting that percentage off depending on where you're at, how long you've been ordering, and you'll know what I mean if you've had your wellness consult. If not, talk to whoever enrolled you. So right now I'm getting 30% off of every single order that I purchased from dōTERRA. So we spend probably $400 a month in oils and all the different products, supplements and whatnot. And so I'm getting a lot back each month, which means I get to purchase a lot for free each month. So here's the sample box for you guys, just of that I put together. It's 133 PV, so it ends up being $162. And you'll get the free oil of the month if you place it between the 1st and the 15th. And you'll get your free product credits, and you're gonna get, the hair care, the cleaning concentrate, the toothpaste. You're getting the hand sanitizing mist, which I did not mention. Fantastic. Swap that out for any type of nasty hand sanitizer that, like my kids, this is what they have in their backpacks. This is what they take to their friend's house. We don't do the hand sanitizer because it, again, what we've learned is it just has a bunch of toxic crap in it. So I'd rather them use this. This is really clean. And it has the skincare set, which is such a steal of a deal, and you get the Purify oil. So this will set you forward to start making your own cleaning products and also eliminate some of the toxic products you might be already using. So you guys, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, post it below this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.